We all know that Jesus was the good shepherd, and he placed great importance on the feeding of his sheep. A minute or two ago, Miranda read how he questioned Peter 3 times whether he loved him. And after answering that he did, he then told him to feed his sheep. Well, who or what are the sheep he was talking about? Well, he certainly didn't mean the 4-legged woolly animals kept in flocks for support of the family or the community. He was talking about the people who surround them every day in their normal life. So did Jesus mean that Peter and the other disciples should provide bread and wine for everyone that they came in contact with? Of course not. He was talking about feeding them with the fruits of the Spirit. In Galatians, there are 9 fruits of the Spirit listed: love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. Each person who truly believes in and loves God because he sent his son Jesus to die on the cross in our place, and who accepts Jesus' gift of salvation, they'll find that if they look inside their own heart, that they're filled with the fruits of the Spirit. The first and most important of which is love. Love of God, love of Jesus, love of family, and love of all the people that they come into contact with, no matter who they are or what their circumstances are. Now, this doesn't mean we have to love what they do every day. If you see somebody murdering someone, you're certainly not going to love what they do. But it's possible to still love the person and try by sharing the fruits of the Spirit with them to teach them that a much better way is to love God and to love the people around them. That's the best way to try to teach people not to commit things like murder. It also means that you have to love them whether they smell bad or they wear filthy, dirty, torn-up clothing. Again, you can possibly help them to take care of those problems, but whether they choose to or not, you can still love the person. And sometimes by getting to know them and ignoring the smell or the filthy clothing, you find that the person behind all that filth is a great person. Sometimes they're loving and very generous to the people around them. Some homeless people have been known to share what little they had with other homeless people who had even less. So you can't just accept their appearance and say, oh, I can't love that person. So you try to share the love, the fruits of the Spirit with them. But a lot of folks say, well, that one missed, how am I ever going to remember that? Well, I used to. But if you have trouble remembering, keep in mind that Jesus always listed love above all else in importance. For instance, in Mark chapter 12, verses 29 and 30, Jesus tells the scribe who questioned which commandment was the greatest. He said that you shall love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, and with all your mind, and all your strength. The second is this: you shall love your neighbor as yourself. There is no other commandment greater than these. In Colossians chapter 3, verses 12 to 14, it tells us, as God's chosen ones, holy and beloved, clothe yourselves with compassion, humility, meekness, and patience. Bear with one another, and if anyone has a complaint against another, forgive each other, just as the Lord has forgiven you. So also you must forgive. Above all, clothe yourself with love, which binds everything together in perfect harmony. So these are just a couple of examples that show our Lord Jesus put love above everything. The fruit of the Spirit shows God's love in you. A seed of love is planted and grows, and the Spirit shines through. You gotta have love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, for this is the fruit of God's Spirit. You gotta have goodness, gentleness, faithfulness, and self-control, for this is the fruit of God's Spirit. The fruit of the Spirit shows God's love in you. A seed of joy is planted and grows, and the Spirit shines through. You gotta have love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, for this is the fruit of God's Spirit. You gotta have goodness, gentleness, faithfulness, and self-control, for this is the fruit of God's Spirit. This is the fruit of God's Spirit. And just as in the Bible, where they're listing the fruits of the Spirit, it lists joy, love first, and all the others flow from it. Because if you hold love in your heart for God, your family, everybody you know, then you're going to be joyful. And peace and patience, all the rest of them, they'll come very naturally at that point. One of the things I often think of when I start thinking about love and God's role in my life is I think of something my mother used to say when I was growing up. There, but for the grace of God, go I. So what does that mean? It means if I don't like someone says or does to me, maybe I shouldn't be so judgmental. Sometimes it's me. Maybe if I'd gone through whatever the other person has gone through, maybe I'd be the one saying or doing what they did. Or maybe they're just having a bad day and said something they don't really mean and might even regret later. So I try to remind myself, there, but for the grace of God, go I. And then I try to let it go. Of course, if I see them doing something injurious to someone, it doesn't keep me from trying to take action to stop them. But it does stop me from trying to get even or to put them down because of it. So keep in mind as you go through your daily activities, Jesus states if you love him, you are to feed his lambs. In other words, share the fruits of the Spirit with everyone you come in contact with, always remembering that love is the most important fruit, and that if the love is shared, the other fruits will follow, since love binds all together.